Okay. Let's see what we can do with this one. This one's going to be a bit of a challenge. So let's see how we go. Okay. Don't know how this one's going to look when we're finished with it. So we're going to enlarge it. It's probably going to be about 200%. Right. I'm wondering if we're going to leave out the text enhance for this. Going to make it negative. I wonder how this one's going to look. Going brightness, going to darken it. Red. We're not going all the way with the red. We're just going to cool it down with the hue. So let's see how we go. With saturation, we're just going to add that like we normally would. I think that's it. Let's see what we got. See if we can make it look good. What is it? It is a bird feather. I think it's not a cockatoo, a kookaburra, an Aussie bird, like part of what they call the kingfisher family. And it looks like a kookaburra feather. So we're just going to put our feather up in the corner. But yeah, I think it's a kookaburra feather. A very nice Aussie bird with that characteristic laughing call. And it's called a kookaburra. If you're not familiar with Aussie birds, if you're not a person from Australia or who's known a bit about Australia, well, basically it's an Aussie bird. It's quite an amazing bird. I just hope they don't become extinct. But they're a funny little bird. Well, they're not little, but they're quite a funny bird. They've got beautiful feathers. They've got brown feathers. They've got blue feathers and black. Actually, I don't think they've got black. I think it's white. So, yeah, it has got black. If that's a kookaburra feather, that's got black. What am I saying? Anyway, that looks interesting. Even though we didn't get the dock feeder down to sort of give it a bit of a background to it, I'm wondering, yeah, we got it upside down. So it looks like it's fitting on the page better than I thought. So I'm going to push it down that way. But it's an interesting... The kookaburra is a very interesting Aussie bird. There's a lot of beautiful birds from Australia. So if anyone wants to come to Australia, I suggest you check out the bird life here in our country. It's a very pretty they're very pretty animals. And who knows, they may not be around much longer. You just don't know. With this day and age where everything's being polluted and ripped out of the ground and big corporations are being involved and fucking things over and totally ruining our ecosystem. But what can we do, we're just... People who care about the planet don't normally have as much money or as much say in things as these rich cunts who are just ruining everything. But what can we do? We've got to try and take nice photos and videos of our beautiful wildlife and habitat because it may not be around much longer. Best to get some records of Australian flora and fauna. There was something I read about, I think this morning, talked about a creature called the numbat. That's another Aussie creature. I don't know anything about it, but I just saw it on my news feed on my Google, and basically, now we've got some background. Now we've got some of that there, and basically, there's only 1,000 left. Only 1,000 numbats left, which is really sad. So somehow, someone's got to try and stop these corporations from fucking things over, because that's all they're good at. They don't do anything good for our country or the world. All they care about is the fucking dirty dollar, and yes, it is dirty. It's a dirty business, the dirty dollar. I call it the dirty dollar. That's the only way I can fully describe how shitty this world has become because of the rich people, the cunts, the fuckwits, self-serving idiots. Oh well, what can we do? What can we fucking do? We just got to hope one day that people will learn a lesson once just about everything's been ripped out of the ground or chainsawed. What can we do? It's just something that, what can I say? It's sad, but what can we do? I'm not a rich person. I'm not a person of influence. What difference could I make to this fucking country? Zip, zilch, nada. And that's really sad. I'm not even middle class. I'm bottom class. I'm probably one of the 0.5% of the population when it comes to money and class. I suck. Basically, I suck. To the rich people, I suck. I'm scum. Evil scum to them. But that's their problem, because I'm not going to disappear off this planet just because rich people don't like me or my videos. They can go fuck themselves, because I want to do what's right, and one day if I can somehow become rich, I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to make a big, fat fucking difference. And if anyone else doesn't like it, they go fuck themselves.